Hi, this is Brad Constantine, and this is a podcast recording of the Old Testament. Although this is not an official recording of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, every effort's been made to be as doctrinally accurate as possible. I'll be using for the text the Joseph Smith translation of the Old Testament, along with many commentaries from general authorities of the Church, BYU professors, Bible scholars, and others. This format will be very detailed, and so if you want a deep analysis of the Old Testament, you come to the right place. Thanks for your attendance. Hello there, welcome back. This is going to be for Job chapter 29. Last time we did a couple of highlights from several chapters. This time we're going to read the whole chapter. Moreover, Job continued his parable and said, "Oh, that I were as in months past, as in the days when God preserved me, when his candle or lamp shined upon my head, and when by his light I walked through darkness. As I was in the days of my youth, when the secret or friendship confidence of God was upon my tabernacle, when the Almighty was yet with me, when my children were about me, when I washed my steps with butter, and the rock poured me out rivers of oil, when I went out to the gate through the city, when I prepared my seat in the street, the young men saw me and hid themselves, and the aged arose and stood up. The princes refrained talking and laid their hand on their mouth. The nobles held their peace, and their tongue cleaved to the roof of their mouth. When the ear heard me, then it blessed me, and when the eye saw me, it gave witness to me. Because I delivered the poor that cried, and the fatherless, and him that had none to help him. The blessing of him that are ready to perish came upon me, and I caused the widow's heart to sing for joy. I put on righteousness, and it clothed me. My judgment was as a robe and a diadem. I was eyes to the blind, and feet was I to the lame. I was a father to the poor, and the cause which I knew not I searched out." Perhaps this is the secret of Job's perfection. He did not help only those who asked for his help, he sought out people to give help to. As a king, Job was obligated to defend those who relied on him for defense. For example, when Job found someone who had been plundered by robbers, he hunted down the thieves and used force, if necessary, to recover the stolen goods and restore them to their owner. Job was not a Robin Hood, plundering one segment of society to provide for another. The only rich man he plundered was himself, and he did that freely. Commenting on Job's righteousness, Clark wrote, as supreme magistrate, he chose out their way, adjusted their differences, and sat chief, presiding in all their civil assemblies. As captain general, he dwelt as a king in the midst of his troops, preserving order and discipline, and seeing that his fellow soldiers were provided with requisites for their warfare and the necessities of life. As a man, he did not think himself superior to the meanest offices in domestic life. To relieve or support his fellow creatures, he went about comforting the mourners, visiting the sick and afflicted, and ministering to their wants, and seeing that the wounded were properly attended. Noble Job, look at him. Yet ye nobles of the earth, ye lieutenants of counties, ye generals of armies, and ye lords of provinces, look at Job. Imitate his active benevolence, and be healthy and happy. Be as guardian angels in your particular districts, blessing all by your example and your bounty. Send your hunting horses to the plow, your gamecocks to the dunghill, and at last live like men and Christians. This was not the Job of the ash heap and the boils. This was the great man of the East whom God called perfect. That was out of the Institute Manual. "And I break the jaws of the wicked and pluck the spoil out of his teeth. Then I said, I shall die in my nest, and I shall multiply my days as the sand. My root was spread out by the waters, and the dew lay all night upon my branch. My glory was fresh in me, and my bow was renewed in my hand. Unto me men gave ear and waited, and kept silence at my counsel. After my words they spake not again, and my speech dropped upon them. And they waited for me as for the rain, and they opened their mouth wide as for the latter rain. If I laughed on them, they believed it not, and the light of my countenance they cast not down." That's the end of the chapter, and we'll see you next time. Bye.